dear organization, Filipina Network of South Australia Incorporated, here at the beautiful Apex Park Hall at West Beach. We welcome our dear guests, volunteers, supporters, donors, and yes, you who had been an inspiration why this organization existed in the first place. We will also recognize the efforts of various individuals who made the existence of Filipina SA very exciting and colorful. So, to start with, let's all now, without further ado, let all stand for the acknowledgement of country. We acknowledge this land that we meet on today is the traditional lands for the Ghana people, and that we respect their spiritual relationship with their country. We also acknowledge the Ghana people as the custodians of the Adelaide region, and that their cultural and heritage beliefs are still and important to the living Ghana people today. We also pay respect to the cultural authority of Aboriginal people visiting from other areas of South Australia. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may all sit now. Thank you. So just for us, we start with the housekeeping. So if you haven't done your QR code, so please, we encourage you to do the signing just in case. So housekeeping. So I'll do my Filipino, I don't know, Filipino telling you the location. So the toilet, I think it's on that side. Yeah, so toilets are there. So in case of emergency, we'll evacuate just outside. So let's start. So thank you. So I'll introduce Tita Aida to say a few words for our welcome address.
I'll put it a bit down. It's not actually a short word, okay? I think I can see it without my glasses. His Worship, Michael Coxen, our Philippine Consul, Darrell Johnson, our Philca President, Carmen Garcia, community leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We have been blessed not to be affected by the recent COVID-19 restrictions. And here we are, we celebrate the life of Filipina SA after 20 years of voluntary service to our community, particularly the Filipino women in South Australia, and its volunteers who have dedicated and committed their time, effort, even money, so that the basic objectives of the Filipina SA are delivered to those in need, not only in the metropolitan Adelaide, but also in the regional areas. Allow me to compact together the 20 years of Filipina SA in 3 pages. 3 pages, okay? Many of you would probably still remember the information sessions we took to Port Lincoln, Mount Gambier, and Lee is here somewhere. Lee is here from Mount Gambier, straight from Mount Gambier. Port Pirie, Loxton, Riverland, Murray Bridge, and many others, where we delivered updates and relevant information on migration, Centrelink, domestic violence, parenting, health, legal, and other relevant issues at the time. How we joined in the annual Clean Up Australia Day, Harmony Day, International Women's Day, not to mention how we joined in the annual Australia Day Parade and even the Christmas pageant once or twice. I'm sure many of you would still remember how we celebrated Mother and Father's Day through volunteers who did a haircut, massage, manicure, facials, all free, lunch included. And who can forget the Filipina SA's popular Hollywood theme and masquerade dinner dances as the means for it to raise funds in the years before the Philippine Fiesta when government funding was handed in a silver platter. I must say, the Philippine Fiesta was great and bringing not only our community together, but it also spelled the end of Filipina SA delivering its primary objectives. In fact, it spelled the end of Filipina SA. Although many of us are disappointed, even desperately unhappy, paralyzed as we watch in total disbelief how and what the birds of the same feathers have done, and now to see the end of Filipina SA after 20 years of service. After seeing the women that we have helped and mentored, seeing the transformation of these women from being shy, scared, and embarrassed to go on stage, front up and shake hands with speakers, politicians, and so-called bigwigs, with stage fright, with no self-confidence, without a voice to speak out. And now, seeing these same women's self-esteem lifted, now full of confidence, with a strong voice of their own, leading a better life, personally, professionally, and becoming community leaders in their own right, without self-interest, without ulterior motives, but to help our community with honesty and integrity. We who had led Filipina SA with honesty and integrity takes pride in seeing that we are leaving a living legacy through these women whom we have mentored and inspired. Filipina SA would not have been able to deliver its objectives without the support from true volunteers, the amazing women we are going to recognize today. There are many more women we could have recognized today, but these 40 women plus one posthumous award to a very special woman whom I love and respected, who have shown me age does not matter if your heart is in the right place in wanting to help those in need, and most especially standing up to detractors. This Filipino woman has been there for me as the founding chair of both Filipina SA and FSCC SA, our state peak body. She stood next to my own mother, my other mentors, as a role model in how I live my life with honesty and integrity. Had our beauty and the best Cross Lotto syndicate won the millions in the Thursday Lotto, I don't think we did, Marilyn, did we? All the Filipino women who have contributed to the success of Filipina SA, with the exceptions of a handful, would also be recognized, but it was not to be. But if we get our winning in Cross Lotto, we will have another event, same as today. These 40 women about to be recognized are the most deserving. I know this because I have been with Filipina SA as founding chair, chaired for 5 years, sat with the management committee as mentor and advisor for 20 years, and saw and witnessed what these 40 women have done to our Filipino women population. They are living examples of what a true volunteer is meant to be. They didn't have to be physically present. They didn't have to be in the management committee. They didn't have to attend every Filipino SA event. But these amazing women have done more to the Filipino women in South Australia in their own personal ways, not just as members of Filipina SA, but have shown their own true leadership, being a true and honest volunteer in how they lead their lives, how they help others in need without the fanfare. In fact, helping others from their own pocket. And this was best demonstrated when Filipina SA was first to come to the rescue and aid of international students who called for help when the COVID-19 pandemic started, and Filipina SA wasted no time in soliciting, collecting, and delivering food and grocery packs to over 100 students whilst the restrictions were in place, only made possible by our dear and kind-hearted donors and Filipinas SA's COVID-19 support volunteers worked hard, dedicated, and committed, led by the 2019 elected committee, whom I personally recognize to be the Committee for Filipina SA. And mind you, without waiting for grant money from the government, just done through the sweat, and love of those whom I call true volunteers, who never even asked for petrol money refund. And these amazing women will be recognized by presenting them a plaque as a memento of their life as a true volunteer to Filipina SA. And who would be more fitting person to present these plaques but our dearest Mayor, Michael Coxen, who has been a friend and mentor to us Filipinos. In fact, through the City of West Torrance Council, a Philippine-Australian park bench now sits just outside this hall to celebrate 75 years of the Philippine-Australian diplomatic relationship. See it for yourself. It's got the best position to enjoy the beauty of Apex Park. My personal thank you to you, Mayor Coxen, and the City of the West Torrance for the use of the Apex Hall and everything in it to make today's presentation possible. Let us enjoy reminiscing and remembering the life of Filipina SA. The story of its achievements will make us walk down memory lane and relive the beautiful camaraderie we enjoyed in the past by celebrating Filipina SA success by presenting plaques to the 40 amazing women most deserving in the eyes of Filipina SA's founding chair. Of course, there can only be one founding chair, and that's me. If not me, then who? As we now put Filipina SA to rest, SS name should be carved in our hearts, not on a marble. Here's some food of thoughts, as Oprah Winfrey once said. Always rise above all the laughter and criticism. Stay strong. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Whatever you do from here on, do it because it is the right thing to do. And remember, personality speaks louder than appearances, and no cosmetic surgery could change that. And bear in mind that it's better to drop the ego than to break a relationship. Ego will keep you aloof, whereas with relationships, you will never be alone. And finally, don't lie to protect yourself, to profit, and to propel yourself. I will forever be proud of you amazing ladies of Filipina SA. Thank you for your support in our 20 years journey with Filipina SA. Lest we forget. Welcome one and all, and thank you very much for your presence.
Thank you, Tita Aida, for your speech and your efforts in starting out this organization. Let's give her another round of applause. And now, to inspire us with this speech, may I call on the Mayor of West Torrance, His Lordship, Michael Coxen.
Thank you for that. Once again, without delay, I have to follow one of the greatest speakers of all time. That's my job, because usually as the Mayor you're the last to speak, and so all the best speakers go before you, so it's very hard to live up to expectations. However, ladies and gentlemen, may I start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land that we are meeting on today, the Kaurna people of the Adelaide Plains. I further recognise their spiritual relationship with their country. May I also acknowledge all of you here in attendance today, because today is about you. And today we meet at Apex Park in my favourite city, the city of West Torrens, to recognise your achievements, the achievements of our wonderful Filipina community in West Torrens and beyond. May I please take a moment to talk to you about the spirit of the Filipina community. I've been pondering this over the past couple of weeks, and then I remembered something that I feel truly encapsulates the spirit of the Filipina. So let me set the scene. It's 2017 and I'm in London with my partner Fiona, and we've come home to our hotel suite, and as usual the weather in London was pretty ordinary, and so I did what most men do and put on the television, and I tuned into the X Factor UK, and a young Filipina singer by the name of Elisa Bonabro from Manila, who had flown to the UK to audition, was about to give a performance. She was almost certain to be eliminated from the competition, and then she does this, and the audiences and the judges are absolutely stunned. Can I play something for you? Now, I don't know about you, I found that very inspirational. Against all odds, against every possible thing that could happen, her family had found the funds to fly her to the UK to audition in that program. Now, you will know that her mentor in that program was the lead singer of the Pussycat Dolls, Nicole Scherzinger. Yeah. Now, her father is Filipino. Did you know that?
No, Hawaiian, Filipino.
Correct. Okay. Now, you will note that she sung the song Defying Gravity. How appropriate. Against all odds, regardless of her opposition, nothing and nobody was going to hold her down. She was going to defy gravity, and she did. This is the spirit of the Filipina. You defy gravity. You are much loved and respected members of our community, and I am so proud of all of you. And I thank you for defying gravity and showing that anything is possible if you just give it your best. So now, you're probably wondering what happened with Elisa. Well, she went on to the very end of the competition and she was a finalist. She is incredibly successful, and all because she defied gravity. In fact, last week, I rang her in Manila and spoke with her about today and asked her if she would be so kind to send some words of encouragement. Would you please watch this?
Hi, I'm Alisa Bonaobra, and I'm from the X Factor UK 2017. Before anything else, I would like to acknowledge Mayor Coxen from the city of West Torrens. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the Filipino award winners. Great job, and keep doing what you're doing and keep doing what you love. Secondly, I would like to wish you all well, all the Filipino communities out there, in particular, Aida Garcia as long-term Filipino advocate. Before I end this video, I would like to thank all of you, all of the supports that you've given us, all the artists in the world, and of course, with my music, I hope you continue supporting me in my music. Yeah, and I hope to visit you guys hopefully soon after this pandemic. Stay safe and God bless. Again, this is Alisa Bonaobra from the X Factor UK 2017. Spreading love to you all.
Okay. Are you happy with that?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Alyssa has promised that as soon as this is over, she will come to Adelaide as a guest of mine to sing for you. Now, before I move into the formal presentation of the awards, may I make a special presentation to someone very special here today. This person was inducted into the Hall of Fame of her alma mater, University of San Jose, Recoletos. She's also very active and full of fundraising ideas, particularly for the St. Nino de Filipinas of South Australia Incorporated for Orphanages, and for over 20 years supporting orphanages in the Philippines and Australia. She has also sat in the MCCSA board for a number of years. She is the founding chair of FSCCSA, the state peak body in South Australia, and she has continued to sit and mentor the board since 2003. She was and is the founding chair of the Filipina Network of South Australia, established in 2000. She was one of the 100 most influential Filipina women of the world in 2014 by the Filipina Women's Network, US-based worldwide organisation. She's also a member of the SA Disaster Recovery Group. She has also been an active community leader since arriving in Australia in 1978. As community leader for Filipina SA, she mentored Filipina women and has visited Filipino women in Mount Gambier, Port Lincoln, Port Pirie, Riverland, Murray Bridge, etc., conducting workshops, training on various topics including domestic violence, parenting, Centrelink issues, migration and so on. She initiated and got Filipinos to join the Clean Up Australia Day, Harmony Day and the International Women's Day, participated in the Australia Day Parade, RSL, Anzac Day, a range of events. She received the Centenary Medal Award from Prime Minister Howard in 2000 and as an Australia Day awardee in the Port Adelaide Enfield Council, not my council yet. Of course, I'm talking about Aida Garcia. Aida, I hope you enjoyed and you weren't embarrassed by the reference to you in that message from Alyssa. You're a former lawyer and registered migration agent. I've got in brackets here retired, but I don't think so. And former president of the Filipino Communities Council of Australia Incorporated for 2 terms between 2012, 2014 and 2014 to 2016. Aida has distinguished herself with civic engagement and professional work, and I would like to thank you, Aida, for defying gravity. With this certificate of appreciation and a plaque from me and others in the city of West Torrens and from your own community. Aida, can you please come forward and accept these as a tribute to you, and would you mind offering a couple of words? Would you please come forward?
Wow, I didn't expect that. I came here to hand out all these certificates to you guys, not to me. But just the same, thank you very much. This is going to be the first recognition I'm receiving from Filipina SA. So thank you very much from all of you, and thank you very much, Mayor.
This is from the Filipina Network of South Australia.
Oh.
A lifetime achievement.
Oh,
Look at the
thank
camera.
you. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Aida. And thank you for those words of encouragement. And thank you everyone for the opportunity to share this very special day with you all. I am confident that our destiny is to be friends forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Lordship. Michael Coxen, for the inspirational speech, and you're full of surprises. Thank you for the video. Let's give him a round of applause, please. Okay, now we'll proceed to awarding ceremonies. May I call on Tita Aida to call on the names, and Mayor Coxen to help us hand out the certificate. And Kuya Jerry Mendoza will take a photo of everyone. Thank you.
I'm really, really, really honored more to present these awards to you. And I would say I'm also honored with the plaque that I received, the recognition that I received from the West Torrance Council and from you, Filipina SA members. Thank you. Today we're presenting 40 plaques, but one special one is a posthumous award. And this posthumous award meant a lot to me because she has always been there for us. For the rest of the people, I won't go into details as to what you have achieved and what you have contributed to the Filipina SA. But I just want to mention this posthumous award because without her, some of our Filipino women won't even have the Lanzones village. She was in the, and now they have a home. Thank you very much. So the posthumous award goes to Mananggalia Hermosissima, and Eva, the daughter, if she can please come over and receive this plaque from the mayor.
Where is she?
And please post in every time you receive it, okay? So you've got a very, very nice souvenir picture with our lovely mayor. And don't worry, we've got all the time. Now, I don't want to be looked at as have got favoritism, okay? I don't have any favoritism out of this 40. So what I have done, I've tirelessly, because my alphabetical computer, my computer wouldn't do the alphabetical arrangement of the names. So what I did, I have to do it manually. Okay? Yeah, the PA of Carmen is not available to do it for me, so I have to do it individually, okay? So the first one, and I'm very, 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 very proud to call on Josie Ango. So please receive the plaque of recognition from the Honorable Lordship Mayor Coxen. This is a legacy that we will all have to remember Filipina SA. Thank you. Next one is Anna Maria Baker. Annie Baker, as we know her. Annie was the elected 2019 chairperson of Filipina SA. And I don't care what everybody says. She is our elected chairperson of Filipina SA. And she has done a lot. She contributed a lot to the COVID deliveries to COVID international food packs and everything. And despite everything, she's still standing there. She has defied gravity. And the next one is Lil Burlagdan. Lil Burlagdan has been there with me right from the start. We were there together, and in fact, I can remember when we established Filipina SA, and they asked me to be the interim chair, and I asked Lil if she could also be part of it, and she said no. She has already bad experience with Philippine organization, but I think Lil said, because of me, she will. Oh. Thanks, Lil. Love you, Lil. Next is Cora Budnik. Cora has been there for me as well from the beginning. She was one of the pioneers as well. And Cora has been there on both sides.
She found the light.
But she found the light, that's right. Yeah. So our gravity called her into our midst. Thanks, Cora.
Thank you.
And Lulette Book. Is Lulette here already? Lulette is not here yet? Lulette is there. Lulette is currently the president of Santo Niño de Filipinas, and she has done a very good job as well. Thanks, Lulette. And she was also there delivering food packs to our international students. Next is Sarah Cordero. Is Sarah? Sarah was also once the president of Santo Niño de Filipinas and was the elected treasurer, honest to goodness treasurer of Filipina SA, elected in 2019. Thanks very much, Cora. And the next one is known to everybody as well. Parties won't be enjoyable without her personal presentation, and that is Lucy Del Vecchio. If not the restriction of no singing, we would ask Lucy to give us a song actually, but because of COVID restriction, we don't have to ask her now. But in other parties, she's very welcome to perform. Thanks, Lucy. And the next one is Arlene Finby. Arlene is also a community leader, especially with the Ormocanos French group. Arlene has also been there on the side, not frontal, but she has always been there for Filipina SA, FSAC, and to all the community organizations that we have. Thanks, Arlene. I was going to say I wouldn't be here if not for this particular person, but I was actually the one who gave birth to her. So I'd like to call on Carmen Garcia, my pride and my joy. So I won't say much about her already. You know her as much as you know me.
Is that what you're going to say about me?
Carmen is the National PhilCA president for, yeah. And mind you, if I do something wrong, I get told off. And the last time that I got told off, and all of you have seen it happen because somebody took a video of it, of my, when I was dancing the tinikling and I fell over. Thanks, Daryl, for taking the video. But must I add that I fell down so gracefully at my age. And I got told off by my daughter that that was going to be the last time I'm going to perform tinikling.
The newly appointed singer.
Yeah, and for those who doesn't know, Carmen has been appointed as one of the board members of SEMIA. And who can bring us the Philippines to Australia other than Juliet Goodman? Juliet brings the concert here, brings the singer here for us to continue with our history, our love for the Philippines. Thanks very much, Juliet. And Juliet has always been there also for Filipina SA and for all the Filipino organizations. Thank you very much, Juliet. The next one is Nenita Harman, but Nenita cannot join us today because she's working, and she has always been there for Filipina SA as well, and to all the events that we have. And I'd like to call on Nancy Moog to receive the plaque for Nanette. We're still in letter H. The next one is Eva Hermosissima. Like mother, like daughter, or like daughter, like mother, whatever. But Eva is now leading the Mother Perpetual Health Group, and I can remember Eva, and when I saw it last Saturday, Eve, I was so proud of you, Eve, because you delivered your closing remarks so perfectly, and that was great. And the next one is the Overall Achiever of the Year awardee of FSCCSA and the Senior Achiever of the Year award, the Rose Howland. Rose has been with the community right from the beginning, not only with Filipina SA, not only with FSCC, FACSA, and all the other Filipino organizations, but she has always been there with the EBI, still delivering news to us, what's happening in the world. Not only in South Australia, but also in the Philippines. Thank you very much, Boots. And where's is nang ili lang here? Yes. Ah, okay. Sorry. And this is one person also that I love very much. Nang Lilang has been there for a long, long time, and she carries all the memories of all those that have the seniors. So, Nang Lilang Exaltacion Hurley, I'm so proud to give you this recognition plaque. And again, if we are allowed to sing, Nang Lilang
There'd be some singing.
Nang Lilang could sing for us, and she's not out of tune yet, out of her, even in her age. Is Lulu here? Is Lourdes Jones here? Okay, Lourdes Jones. Can someone receive the award for Lulu? Okay. Yeah. So Clement, can you receive the award for Lulu? Lourdes Jones. She's also one of our seniors, and she has led the. Especially FACSI, she's always been there for FACSI, doing all the hard work. And Clement will receive the award for Lulu. Evelyn Kimball couldn't also join us today, and she's also been there for us Filipino women. So could I ask Sarah to receive the award? Sarah? She has apostolic duties today. That's why she couldn't come and join us. Apostolic duties. Apo is grandchildren. Yeah.
Thank you for explaining.
Yeah. So she's got apostolic duties today. And Filipina SA wouldn't be Filipina SA without the support of Marilyn Lin. Marilyn has always been there. Dehydrating. Defying gravity, not dehydrating gravity. Defying gravity. And she's there always, answering all this, what is it again? The one who cackles. Okay. So thank you very much, Marilyn. Marilyn has also been a chairperson of FACSA and different organizations, and she's been the secretary of so many organizations as well, and she's done a very good job and will continue to do a good job. Not allowed to retire. That's in public already, okay? The next one is Esther Mines, and Esther couldn't come here as well because she's at work. So could I ask someone to receive the award? Ari, come on. Ashley. Ashley, receive the award of Esther. She's my little sister, Ashley. No, not Esther. And that's my granddaughter. Ashley, start putting your feet together. Okay, thank you, Ashley. And the next one is someone very, very important also to us Filipinos, because without her cooking and everything, we will continue to miss the Filipino food, especially me. So, can I call on Antoinette McCall? Antoinette. Antoinette, we love you, Antoinette. Antoinette is one of our generous mentor and friend.
Did you bring any food today?
She actually did.
There you go, folks.
And the next one is Angie McIntyre. Angie never miss our parties, and she's always got a table of 10. So more than table of 10, sometimes 2 tables. So thank you very much, Angie. Without your support, the parties can't go on. Wow. And the next one is, Lot is going to hand it to the mayor, and Lot is going to receive it. Lot.
Okay.
The next award is,
Okay. Now you announce it.
the next one is Lot Mendoza, Carlota Mendoza. And as you very well know, Lot has always been there, leading the group, and as a treasurer, who can be there more as honest and with full of integrity, Lot. Sarah, the same. Sarah is a very good treasurer as well. And the husband, Jude, is also a very good treasurer. No penny pinching. And the next one, thank you very much, Lot. And the next one is Evelyn Mendoza. Evelyn is in overseas, okay? But she has always been there with us. Even if she's overseas, we still communicate through Messenger and Facebook. So she's still supporting Filipina SA and all Filipino communities in South Australia. And I'd like to ask Perla to please receive the plaque of Evelyn. And for those who doesn't remember Evelyn, Evelyn is the sister of Jerry Mendoza. And because Perla is also letter M, and is also a Mendoza, so Pearl, can you please come back and receive your own personal recognition? Thank you. Perla has always been there. There is a saying about there's a woman behind every man, so Perla is the woman behind Jerry. Okay, thanks very much, Jerry. Pearl.
Yep. Okay.
The next one is Evelyn Miller, and Evelyn couldn't join us today, and Marilyn Lynn is going to receive the recognition plaque of Evelyn Miller. Evelyn has been most supportive to Filipina SA especially, and she has also been in the committee of Filipina SA. And without saying, that's a cue for you, Nancy. Come on down, Nancy. Nancy Moog has always been there for me as well. We have traveled together. But we haven't found a boyfriend. but that probably will start. Anyway, Nancy has been there. Nancy has been also an officer of Filipina SA, and she is still with HIAS, and she's been a very, very good friend to me. She doesn't know all the secrets. Do you, Nance? Do you know all my secrets? Almost?
From head to toe.
Oh my God! Anyway, the next one is Lucita. Lucita Monteodiricio. Lucita couldn't come, and Regina is going to receive the award for Lucita. Lucita is our choreographer, Sampaguita, the original Sampaguita group. She's always been there. She's an achiever, and now she's very much spiritual. So, but Lucita is a very good friend of ours as well. So thanks, Lucita, for us, Regina. And if those who were here from the very first session that Filipina SA had with Doctora Lourdes Quezombing as our guest speaker straight from the Philippines, our own personal speaker was Edwina Peter Hansel that day. Edwina shared her experience migrating to Australia, and she was our first speaker in that first Filipina SA session with Doctora Quezombing. Thank you very much, Edwina. And without Edwina, I would have probably went ahead of my dad.
Yep.
She helped me look after my dad. And she's been very active with the Filipina SA and all the Filipino activities as well. Thanks, Edwina. The next one was the original founder of Ormocanos, Lolita Pittman. And Lolita has always been a friend of mine as well, and she's always been there. Rain or shine, you can see Lolita in every practice. No, thanks very much, Lit.
And she's a good dancer.
She's a good dancer.
Because at the last, we had a dance, didn't we?
Oh, there you are.
I danced with you.
Excuse, Mayor. Lita is single. Okay. We have to laugh, don't we?
Yes.
Okay. So, Luz, is Luz here already? Luz Porishield? Oh, Luz is not here yet. So, can someone receive the Luz's award?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Regina, can you receive Luz? Luz is also one of our dancers and a big supporter. Was help out with our international students, always there. And the next one is Sally Tabada Ragas. Sally is very active in Santo Niño de Filipinas, and is also the Assistant Secretary of the 2019 Filipina SA Committee. And Sally has always been very active and very supportive to every organization that invites her, actually. And just to add, Sally has done a very good job with her two sons. Next is Emma Riguar. Emma is one that I would call the quiet achiever, a quiet supporter, a quiet everything, but always with a big smile, and you can see that smile. Thanks very much, Em.
Thank you.
The next one is not only big supporter of the different Filipino organizations, including Filipina SA, right from the beginning. But she's also been there for me as a personal friend. And I think I mentioned it once before, that if she calls, Aida, come, Aida will come. And that is past Pasita Samson. Love you, Pas.
And does she know your secrets?
Do you know all my secret, Pas? She might have. She might be the only one who have seen my body too when she does massage. Thanks very much, Pas. The next one is Emmy's group. It's a long one though. In the plaque, it's Hermenegilda. Hermenegilda's group. Okay, for those who doesn't know, Emmy's name is Hermenegilda. And Emmy has always been very, very supportive. Aside from all the forex packages that we send overseas, Emmy has always been helping all the Filipino organizations. Very helpful, very kind-hearted, and a very good cook. Thanks, Em. And the next one is Florinda Shanks. Florinda has been there also for the Filipino community, particularly now with Mother Perpetual Health. She's always been has Joan 100 already? Turned 100?
She was 100 last year.
Yeah, 100 already. Yeah. So, that's Joan, okay? Not Florinda.
I can do 100 as well.
Florinda is only young. And thanks very much for everything, Florinda.
You're welcome.
And the next one is Ninita Soter. And Ninita has also been president of Santo Niño. And as you very well know, Santo Niño has been supporting 8 orphanages now in the Philippines. And, she's always been there as well, helping everything and everyone. Thanks. And the next one is Sally Mendoza Stanfield. Sally has always been there as well since she arrived in Australia. She's helped me, she supported me, and if I look beautiful in my clothes, Sally and Willie had something to do with it. So go to Next Cut for your haircut and for your fashion. Thanks, Sally. Now, we wouldn't be enjoying our dance performances if not for Rosaida Stankevicius. Stankevicius. Rosaida is the current president of Samahan Group, and they always volunteer for our performing for us, for the Filipina SA and FSCC and all other organizations. Thank you very much, Rosaida. And she took a day off today to be with us. Thank you. Now, the next one is Mylene Superior. Mylene was also one of the Filipina SA president, but unfortunately she couldn't join us today because she just had a new baby, a new daughter, a second daughter, so she couldn't join us. So, Sally, can you receive it, son, please? Mylene is the niece of Sally. And the next one is Clement Tumakin, who had defied gravity. Very much defied gravity from not only FSCC, not only Filipina SA, but also, not to mention, other organizations. But thank you very much, Clement. You make our life beautiful, Clement. Thank you. And last but not the least, straight from Mount Gambier, just arrived today, Lee Borworth.
Yes.
Lee is a community leader in Mount Gambier, and I have known her for as long, I won't say years, okay? How long? But Lee has always been there. When we went to Mount Gambier, Lee organized the group for us, and every time he even took us around Mount Gambier as well. So, and when she comes down to Adelaide, she also comes and meet up with us. And at the moment, Lee has been supporting a Filipina that needs our help, giving her moral support. And she and her husband, Lindsay, just for this special one, join them for a picture. Coming from Mount Gambier, let's give them a big hand.
You know they left at 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks, Lee.
And they look pretty good for 5 o'clock
Yeah.
this morning.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Oo, sabihin mo na.
Okay, that's it.
So that's the 40 people that I have personally recognized, and Filipina with advice from the pioneers of Filipina Network of South Australia. But before we finish off with our awarding, we have a token of appreciation for. And I'd like to call on the 2019 elected committee of Filipina SA to hand our simple token of appreciation to our beloved mayor. So, Annie, Lot, Maylene, Sarah, Cora, Sally, Luz is not here, Lulette. Did I? Lot, you're one of them. So, Annie as the chairperson of the 2019 Filipina SA will hand it personally to Mayor. Picture, hold on. Regina, upo. Regine. Okay, stay there. One more picture with me. Oh no. Oh no.
I've got to put this on the register now.
Yeah, no, I told them to be discreet. They don't take my advice.
Thank you. Yay, look at that. Look at that. That's nice.
Okay, again, thank you, Your Lordship Mayor Coxen, for your continued support. And now, we may call on our pride and joy, the PhilCap President, Carmen Garcia, to say a closing remark.
Thank you so much. See, you've given an amazing speech that I haven't prepared to go after, so now I'm in your position, Mayor. And I don't have notes because I know that everyone just wants to enjoy the food, but I do just want to say a couple of things. Firstly, you know, you hear all these personal friendship stories. We didn't start off that way as Filipino women in South Australia. We have become friends because of our shared purpose to raise the profile of what Filipino women have achieved through their careers, through their community, and also because we wanted to change the conversation and the story of what we contribute as women. You know, we are the life managers of families. We play a really critical part. And that's why in these desperate times and challenging times like COVID, we easily came together to be able to support our community. And not just the Filipino community, but the wider South Australian community. And that's something you should all be very, very proud of. So congratulations to each and every one of you. On a personal note, Mayor Coxen, the effort, and I can't believe you went and rang some random celebrity in Manila to do this for us. No one has ever done anything like this for us ever before. Congratulations, Michael. You are an absolute champion. And I also just really have to quickly say, for those of you that know me, I'm pretty busy at the moment. And so Nancy, Marilyn, Clement, Annie, Cora, you guys, thank you so much for taking Mum's calls, because I couldn't deal with it all the time. It's been a really challenging time for her, and for you guys to also recognise her and have her back. It's been a lot to me personally, so thank you so much. Okay. So 2000 is when Filipina SA started. I too went on many of these road trips, which were quite fun to the regions. And we have so many memories. Don't let the current recent events forget what we've contributed, the impact that we've made, and the friendships that we've curated together. I think, you know, when I look at my role in leadership and I look at other leaders in different forms of government, you know, you have visionary leaders, you have leaders who aren't leaders and they just want the front stage, but then you have leaders who empower others and they give away power to make people better. I would like to think that's the type of leader I am, and I learned that from my mum. And I definitely think as Filipino women leaders, we are the ones that give power to others, and that is what brings change. So whether or not we have an incorporated association of Filipina SA, we are the change makers, we are the leaders of the Filipina community here in South Australia. I'm so proud to take forward, as a proud Filipina South Australian, your legacy. You've all influenced me and my values, and I'm very, very proud to call Filipina SA my home. Thank you so much.